Hello, hello, hello. Better late than never, huh? I look like I feel. So, um, hey, Cheryl. Hey, girl. Hey, Susan. I just hope this isn't the beginning of COVID because I have been. Look at that hair right there. Dink, dink. This one over here usually does it good. Let's see. Dink. um, I was gonna just sleep, but then the grocery people showed up. And then they showed up and gave me another order. All I know is I ain't paying for nothing I didn't request. I started feeling bad night before last, but now you can hear I'm hoarse because of my throat hurting. See, I was exposed twice at the thrift store. And when I went Monday night, I had seen the girl was like, "Yeah, I have COVID for 2 weeks." And I'm like, "But I saw you here last week." She was like, "Oh, we had on masks." And I'm like, and my face and head feels like it's burning up. I might go to the UAB drive-up clinic. And that's what my doctor will tell me to do. What kind of symptoms are you having, Susan? Hey guys, I'm coming on here sick. Can you please hit the like button? It helps me. I'm $4 and just say 5 rounded by the end of the month, or I was wanting that money to give to my son, and it's only $100. My last one was in June. I've made a whole whopping $400 for all that I do for YouTube. um, hey Nate. They gave us so many free ones way back, and those have already been taken. So I think they can do a rapid test through the drive-thru. Yuri. I almost die because of drowning. I'm sorry. See ya, wouldn't want to be ya. I've had everything except the bathroom issue. Because y'all are my peeps. Y'all want to see what I made today? Oh, look. I should. Wait a minute. Oh. It's just the mason jar. Look. Ho, ho, ho. And that is exactly the way I'm going to sell it. I'm going to put some twine around the top. And you can use it as a vase. And I've got this lined up with the front of the jar. I'm debating on whether I should distress it, or would people rather have it like this as like a vase. Where's my... Y'all look, these came from Temu. You cannot beat their florals. I'd have to get something to go under it, but it looks like it's flipping you off. But yeah, just some of those in here. Yeah. That's the ticket, y'all. That's the ticket. But seriously, I do feel better whenever I come in here and get to talk to you guys. And I put a piece of white copy paper in it because it's hard to see, because it's on the side of a blank jar. And I'm going to put the regular top back on this one. But it says gratitudes attracts more, no, gratitude attracts more reason. Hold on. Gratitude attracts more reasons to be grateful. And it just barely wraps around on the side. That could be a vase. Take out the paper. And where's Nate's? Where did I put his? Nate's been doing some nice. Nate has been doing something nice. So Nate got a smiley face. And he wanted Nate. And on the other side, Nate. And there's a smiley face. And Nate, this is a vintage ball jar. So when I send it to you, don't put it in the dishwasher. Don't soak it in the sink. Just hand wash it. I put a dishwasher safe Mod Podge on it, but I wouldn't test it. How do you like it, buddy? Okay, hi Susan. Tess, I showed up. I put on my big girl panties and showed up. Hearts back up. Are you a subscriber or are you just surfing? Ever bless. Who you are, where you from? Let's see. Cassandra, I got a gift for you coming to your email very soon, April. Ooh, I love surprises. I'm a very, very grateful person. I guess when you grow up with nothing like I did, like we wouldn't have even had Christmas had it not been for Toys for Tots. And my mother would put like a 10, and they thought it was a size 10-year old because I was 10 years old. It was actually a women's size 10, like a regular woman size. So my sister ended up getting all my clothes. You're in the waiting room to see the doctor. Oh, that's fine, girl. I'm here. Do you like it, Nathan? Did you like my little smiley faces? I don't know what school is yellow and blue, but those two little smiley faces just eat me up. And see now, you can get your coffee, you got your handle, you're like, oh. I like doing nice things for people who help me. And yes, I would have already given Tess and Susan stuff. However, I need money to live on, and their shipping is ridiculous. Uh, You know, um, I was painting these, and they're painted from the inside. And then I've got to figure out how much of the spackle, and you turn it up like, because it's going to be eventually sitting like this. And you put the spackle around here, and then you wait like 2 days. And then you go back and paint the rest of it black. But like the boots. But the fur at the top of the boots is supposed to be, and you go through and you dab it like that. But I gotta double check my source before I do that. Susan, it's crazy, but when I come in here, everything in my head just makes sense. Just makes sense. And my brain just, that's it. Oh, yeah. Oh, wait, here's, oh, Bonnie. Hello. Oh, really? Oh, wow. Thank you, thank you. When Nathan told me that he always wanted a mason jar cup, I was going to do one of those black and white ones. He was like, do you have any other colors you could paint the lids? And I was like, no, because then it wouldn't be safe to drink out of. I said, but I'll do you one better. So just because he always comes in and he always helps me. Okay, look, y'all, we got 21 people. Please hit the like button. We must be on a marathon tonight. Got, and yeah, no, I don't normally look like this, but either I have the yuck or I could have the flu. I don't know. Oh, thank you, Bonnie. I look like dog crap, but thank you. I tried to sleep on the couch, but everybody kept messaging me when I didn't go live. They were like, bring, 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 bring. I was like, okay, I gotta get up. Then they came and delivered my second set of groceries. Hello, Just John. Welcome to my channel. Are you talking about the spackle on the boots? Well, they can't do anything to you. I mean, you can't. I don't have to get an excuse to get off work. But my problem is I've got that macrocytic anemia, and which means that my bone marrow is not producing enough, whatever it is, for your cells. And that makes me concerned. Tess, I've got like 10 things. I got my Temu haul. Oh, I got my Temu haul yesterday. And apparently I left part of it in yonder. That's fine. It doesn't matter. I found some more crystal glasses. And I bought a red plate. And I put one in the middle of it, and then I found like a teal colored plate, and I put one in it also. So now I have 2, 4, 5, 6 pieces. I'm not going to buy any more. I'll be happy to see him, Nate, sipping his coffee from my thrift store find. And by the way, it's been through the dishwasher. But not with the stuff on it. So, like I said, I might just put a little note in there and tell you what to do with it and not to do with it. When people come in with names with all that crap, I don't even pay attention. Guess where my baby is right now? He is in training. When I worked in fast food, they would put us on the register. You know, they'd put us on the register, and then they started putting me on, like, no, at first I was filling orders, going to dump the fries. They taught me how to dump the fries, keep them fresh, do milkshakes, things like that. Then I went to the register. Then I went to the drive-through, and that's where I was stuck for the rest of my days there, because they didn't realize that I had bipolar disorder, and neither did I. But I could be dog tired, and I'd be like, "Welcome to Jack's. How may I help you?" Thank you so much, Just John. That is so sweet. Please subscribe and hit the um, button, the notify button, the cowbell, and it will then notify you whenever I go live. But I go live Sunday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Well, they were 99 cents. You want me to show you what they look like, what I made? Well, John, it is your prerogative whether you want to speak or not. But the rest of you guys up there hiding, please hit the like button. Please hit the like button. If you look and there's 20 people and only 13 likes, it's a good idea probably that you need to go ahead and do it. Please. I recognize the name Just John, but I couldn't put my finger on it. I also have this one, and I'm going to cover this with Christmas colored. And then I bought some felt, and I'm gonna make the bridge of his hat based on how big the outside of the mason jar lid is, and then screw it all down. And did you hear it? Jesse, what up, what up? Hi, April, joining tonight. Well, thank you. I sure do appreciate every single one of you family members. Because in a perfect world, we could all be able to meet each other and everybody get a chance to hug me and me hug them, and everybody just love everybody. No, I don't have any boxes. Does is there anybody in here who has a kid that is about to lose teeth, or maybe they're like, a year old and it doesn't matter, but the tooth fairy box that I made, I can order 12 of them on Amazon for $18. And they're probably the same thing. Because I was looking for a prayer box. And now I realize I can make my own. You put whatever you want to on the out of it. Oh, Jesse, no. One reason I almost did not do anything is because I was falling asleep. Mm. And I was like, I gotta tell him what's going on. I gotta tell him what's going on. You know, I was like, y'all know if I miss a live, somebody one time sent the cops to my door and wanted to know if I was okay. And I don't even remember what that was for. But, whoa, wait. Hey, girl, hey. Hey, you're pretty. Oh, God. Thank you, Susan. Um, is it. What if she just was trying to tell me I was pretty? Don't get too slap happy on that button. She's like, I block you, I block you, I block you. Miss Rabbit has died. Hmm. Just John, if it wasn't for Jesus driving me to that hospital every 3 weeks for chemo, I don't know what I would have done. To go through chemo completely alone has to be one of the loneliest things you can do, because I was so scared. I was so scared. And I didn't have anybody to share it with. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. That's what I sound like when I got a sore throat. Like a 40-year-old woman who's been smoking Marlboro Reds for about 30 years. Braden, I am fine. How are you? Susan, thanks for the butterflies. Like I said, y'all, I am trying to get, like, I think it's $5.75 is what I need to be able to get paid for December. On, like, in December, I think, because that would be my son's Christmas present. Yes. What is the big C? Oh, Cancer. Oh, I got it. Yeah, and if you had time to read my bio, I had stage 4 with multiple metastases. And I spent 3 separate occasions where I was in the hospital at least 10 days. One time I had to get 5 pints of blood. Where my blood went to, I don't know. Did it like fall out of my mouth in the middle of the night? I have no idea. But that's when they told me that I had the macrocytic anemia. Jesse, preach it, girl, because that is 100% the truth. It is. They didn't really expect me to be able to handle chemo. But every day I fought and I prayed and I fought and I prayed. And some nice person on here sent me an Uber gift card and I saved it for when I felt like I couldn't drive. But for the most part, I didn't even have a sniffle. No sore throat, no sniffle. Rarely had a headache. And this is the first time I've been sick since before my cancer diagnosis. Yeah, they called it end stage. And guess what? In one of the words that got brought up in the room, one I had just found out, was hospice. And I'm like, I'm not dying. Only Jesus knows when I'm dying. And if I die, he's taking me home. And y'all can take my body and chunk it off a bridge for all you care. But I'm not going to accept that. Yes, he does, John. My reason is so other women will know what I went through. And right now, it doesn't matter where I go. Somebody will say, oh, your hair's so beautiful because it's all curly. And it was curly before. This wasn't anything new. This is exactly the same color, exactly the same texture, but it does need to be trimmed because the ends are just singed and dead because that's what was in my head during the chemo. And so it's split and everything. But what's coming out is like, it's hard to tell, but you can see all that baby hair right here. It's all coming back. Luckily, the top of my, and like right there, that's a bunch of hair growing back. But I'm going to part it down the middle, and that's why I've been trying to work with this situation. But I'm going to get some bobby pins. You can see my hair ain't going to do what it don't want to. Watch. When I did my past crap fair, crap. This may be an omen for me not to go again. Anyway, at my last craft fair, they couldn't believe my friends from it just happened to be in my hometown, and it was about 45 minutes from here. But they all my classmates that came that saw me put up a post and then one on um, Facebook that I was going to be there, and I got to see a few people, and none of them would have said they would have ever guessed I had cancer at one point. And I'm like, well, I've been in remission for a year. And they were like, a year is nothing, you know. And no, it's not, because I still sleep and rest and feel bad most of the time. But I come on here to entertain everybody, or for y'all to sometimes entertain me. Hello, Rebecca Horton. I do not like turtles. Just John, I am, as the song says, a living, breathing, walking miracle. And Jesus did not spare me because I was doing things I shouldn't be doing. I was not good. But that night changed everything the night I found out. That pastor laid his hands on my stomach, and I tell you what, I know that man was meant to be there with me. But of course he would be, because that's what God wanted. So, thank you, Jesse. But but that's why I started crafting, because I was in the middle of the big nasty C word, not cancer. And people had to take off their shoes before they came in my house. People had to go straight to the bathroom and wash their hands before I would allow them to even sit on my furniture. How funny. Peyton. That's my son's name. Was it like fentanyl? That's what I got when I was in the hospital. And it didn't do much. So when I was in real pain and I was crying, they would give me Dilaudid. And I'd be like, Snoop Dogg, like, hey, what up? Can't even open my eyes. Can I take this stuff home? Yeah, and you know, sometimes I watch something that pops up and it'll be like police officers rummaging through a vehicle, and maybe it's because it's in powder form and they inhale it, but they're like, and boom. Then you have to get the Narcan, which, by the way, before I could get my prescription filled, I had to get Narcan filled, or they wouldn't give me my prescription. Yeah, that is sad, John. I'm so sorry. I can't imagine being addicted to drugs. But I mean, I guess I am addicted to Klonopin because it helps my anxiety. And I have like really bad anxiety. I was in the pharmacy yesterday. Y'all got to hear this. This woman was coming in to get her. I never asked what she was kin, like how they were like kin or whatever, but that woman was getting nebulizer morphine. Morphine that the woman breathed in because she couldn't swallow a pill. And the hospice nurse had to call up there and straighten everything out. And I thought, oh dear Lord, I could have been in that same position. I could have been right there with her. And then I got survivor remorse, but I'm going to therapy. Oh, was he like needles, shooting it with needles, Nathan? I didn't know. You've never told me that. Because that's sad. My mouth is dry. I have to go on my bank page and see. Okay, you know how I did? We're gonna not talk about death and pain anymore. Do you remember I had the wings that I painted silver? I got gold wings. Is that not pretty? Three kids. And then I've got another set of wings that need to be painted. I've got a butterfly that needs to be painted. A flower. Another sunflower. And then this is like, would go at the top of something. I don't know. It doesn't say what it is. But see, I have these, stop it, April. See, I've got like wings, that weird one that I just showed you. These all came from Teamy, by the way. I don't even understand how you would be able to take that out because it's barely anything. I just used this one. Sunflower. Miscellaneous flowers. Now, who is going to make a flower that little? Nate had a good idea earlier, and there's another couple of big butterflies I want to try. Okay, let's talk about the tooth fairy things. I went to Hobby Lobby because I thought Susan had said she wanted one. Oh, shit. Or two or something like that. So I was going to get some more. And then said she didn't, but I didn't find him anyway. So that was just God telling me that I didn't, that I wasn't going to be like wasteful and everything. But I found them on Amazon, and I'm trying to find out if it's going to be a decent deal. Like, some of them I would paint pink. Some of them I would paint blue. But Tooth Fairy has to stay pink because Tooth Fairy is a girl. And that's my rendition of a tooth. Don't make fun of me. It has eyes and a mouth. And then, oh my God, hold on. Okay. That was the stuff. And then I put the stuff in it like that. And I was looking online today and I found a poem that goes along with it that you can let your kids read or read to your kids. Thank you, Susan. Oh no. This sign was supposed to go to a certain person, and I got red paint on it. And it ain't coming off. All right, folks, we're doing pretty good. We got 20 and 15 likes. Thank you guys very, very much. Uh-oh. I think I'm going to get it. Well, you can tell where I did it because it's wet, but the red is gone. Yay! And another thing from Temu yesterday, I can't even handle the cuteness of these, like, little baby bows. I've already used one of them on my thing I was working on yesterday. The sign that looked like it was waving. And I took 2 snowflakes, wooden snowflakes, and I painted them with my metallic white. And then I glued them to it. And it just like topped it off. Susan, I was invited to go to one the first, second, and third week in December. And they said maybe the 4th week, depending on the traffic. Guess where it is, y'all? Just down the street from where Jason and his wife live. But I'm not going to tell them I'm going to be there. I'm going to let them just like, oh, let's have a family outing. Yeah. And I'll be like, oh, yeah, look around. Hello, the chosen one. How did you get that name? Because I only know one chosen one. Mason, don't play. Susan, can we just go ahead and get him out of here? I found out today that last year, my son went on his first date. I didn't even get to know. The chosen one. Correct. It's the only one chosen one. I like to look at it as all of us being chosen ones. Okay. Have my eyes ever looked smaller? But yeah, Jesse, feeling rough. Susan, what do you mean what? He has a girlfriend. No, Peyton only went on one date. He said they held hands all the way through the movies. He paid for the movie, he paid for the popcorn and sodas. And when she went back out, she was like, well, I really don't think we connected, so we don't need to see each other again. No, no, he does not have a girlfriend. But his trainer at work is 18 and she's out of school and he's a junior and he's about to be 17. And I was like, okay, Peyton, I'm going to fill you in about girls right quick, about this kind of situation. I said, you met her yesterday. If she liked you, she's going to come back today and her hair's going to look nice and she might throw a little makeup on and have some Bath and Body Works body spray on that smells real good. And she didn't smell like that before. That means she's trying to get your attention. He was like, I'd have to defend myself if she was my girlfriend. And I was like, what? You saying she's ugly? He was like, exactly. I was like, oh, son, don't be a word for penis. Lingo. Hello? You know what? That's what I haven't been able to understand. But he tells me that every time he gets close to liking a girl and finally getting the nerve to go up and talk to her, there's already a guy talking to her. So, I mean, I guess, I feel bad for him. I was looking for something. I have not had a mammogram. I should probably have one scheduled within the next month or so. I'm so fun. I'm delirious. I'm glad I didn't take the NyQuil. I just went, clunk. I'd have been like, what's wrong? She just quit talking. Oh, God, help me. Oh. So, question to everybody who was privy to the whole situation with the Tooth Fairy boxes. Apparently, I'm not the first one to come up with that. You can buy them on Amazon, but love didn't go into them. Everything I make has love in it because that's just the way I am. And that's hello, Stephanie Eastman. Should I bite the bullet and buy 18 or no 12 of those and decorate, some for boys and some for girls? Or should I just wait to see if this one sells and then make custom orders so I could put their name on it? Definitely. What? What are you saying definitely to? Waiting to see if that one sells or not? You think so? Well, right now, because it's holidays, if you buy something and want to return it, you can up until the end of January. But once I paint it white and everything and like glue butterflies and stuff in it, that it's just, that'll be that. It is not a big deal. I mean, it's not like it's that much money. If I was actually getting paid on here, it'd be a lot easier. But I know people who have less money, less people on here than I do that are making checks every month. And they don't go live but once a month. And I'm like, and it's all those trailer people. I guess when I move out and I have to fix up a trailer, maybe I'll get paid once a month. But one girl only has 7,000 followers and she's making, they like to have you divulge how much you make, and she's making $3,000 on average per month. And she gets stuff sent to her all the time. And they pay her for her opinions for new products and such. And I'm just like, you would wait and watch to see if it sells. Susan, you said you didn't want one. Do you or do you not want? If you want one, then I need to order them. Okay, Susan. Email me, please. What color you want on the box. How Like, do you want like a butterfly or a flower or whatever on it? How many are you? How many? You wanted white. You want one. Okay. Do you want wings in it? Do you want, one of those little miniature bows in it? Or do you want me to just decorate it how I want when I get inside? And if it's a boy or a girl. Yeah, just anybody that ever sees anything that they like or they want can always email me. I go to the post office all the time for personal reasons, not just, you know, to mail stuff off. I just sent Bonnie out some stuff. Pink wings. Okay, I got two pinks. Let me stand up and get them. See, I can go ahead and be working on it. Okay. Personally, this is my favorite, but this one's called Pink Polish. And then this one is called Ballet Slipper. Well, right now I'm just doing like craft shows, but are you interested in like one of the homemade crosses that I make from canvases? Or I can make pretty much pink yellowish, pink polish. Okay. There you go. There we go. Now I know what color. So when I get off here, I'll order them. Well, I mean, you bought my Halloween flags, and that picture was meant to hang up for any time of year at a vanity, but you could use it at Halloween. And then those two skulls were sitting in my fall box, and I was like, everybody loves skulls. And I sent them. I just tossed them in there at the last minute. Bonnie, did you like the way that I did the signs? If you look, oh, man, you can't see anything. Let's see if I can get some light back there. I cannot. I cannot. I got two fall ones that never sold. One of them has my favorite saying, hands down, and I'd never, it was a play on words, but it said, trust in Jesus because he never leaves. Not leaves, but like leaves on the ground. And it's like a cross with like stuff, like leaves on it. Well, thank you. You're not letting me clap back at him at all, are you? I was ready to rip him a new asshole. I better be good. Okay. All you Pog family member lovers. Do I have any in here? I'm not saying if you loved Susan because she was precious, but I'm talking about since then. I will not put it anywhere in the title because this guy's going crazy. Okay. How far-fetched would it be to find, how much would it surprise you to find out that he is with that teenage girl that she's not adopted. But anyway, go to a web page. What was her name? Dagnabbit, I can't remember. But anyway, she was talking about the people who do the reaction videos. He is so slap happy at reporting harassment against everybody that he had their whole accounts taken down. The whole account. Like, imagine. That's why I'm not talking about it. But it's like if you say be kind and make good choices in your hashtags, or if you have a reaction channel and you do something like put a story out about it, he's not happy until you're blocked. And he's taken all of the videos that had her in it, and he's putting them on a separate channel, and this new channel is just going to be his. And he's pretending like he's doing grief counseling for people. And how when he went and helped the homeless, why did he have to videotape it? Those people are already down on their luck, and they look the worst they've ever looked. And then you get a thing that shows, I don't agree. I thought the boba tea one was funny when he bought everybody boba tea. I don't like it, but that's one thing like that my ex-husband just loved every time we go to the mall. Now that's all over the place. But he always had to stop and get a boba tea on our way out with those tapioca balls. He used to always be funny and tell me I carried around his balls in my purse. He was only allowed to be a man when I let him. And I was like, yeah, baby, that's it. That's it. And now he's doing all the cooking and the cleaning and the laundry. Now my son's doing his own laundry, which I'm very proud of him. But if he lived with me, he would not have to do his own laundry. I'm just saying. Because, yeah. But my son is probably going to go ahead and bust it about the thing, because it's I asked him, did he want to come and sit with me while I went to the bathroom. He'd be in charge of taking payments and such on my phone, and he's nosy, so I made it myself. So, okay, Susan, so what do you think about him changing?
A weather update from the First Alert Weather
all
Team
that
is
stuff.
now available.
I don't know what to think. It's only been like 60 days. Maybe not even quite 90 days. And literally a week after, I mean, she wasn't even already probably cremated yet. And he had already spoke about loving again. And I'm like, dude, your wife is dead. And I can't understand it. Okay, Susan, I know you're going to email me, but do you want the angel wings or one of the flowers, the sunflowers? And I can go ahead and have it painted up and ready when they get here. Well, there's no gaming on that channel. Sunflower. Okay, so you like that sunflower? Because I had to do multiple layers. It had multiple layers. But I'm going to have to see. Well, it's definitely his now. But they're not. Okay, I'll put it to the side then. I figured you might want the angel wings and have them pink or something. I got to looking on Amazon. They got door hangers for kids who have anxiety about the tooth fairy, and it has a little velvet bag, and the parent reaches down in there and gets the tooth and slips the money in. That's a lot less work than what I'm doing, but it's not as, because that right there could be what you keep your kids' teeth in for the rest of their life. Not like leave it in there, but put it in a baggie and put it away until they're too old to believe, and then flip it and put all of them in there to save it. I have all mine in Ziploc bags and sealed up in a box. Pink wings. So not the sunflower, but the pink wings. Why don't you just email it to me, because I'll ask you again, because I'll forget. But yeah, go ahead and just email me, make it easier. Yeah. But I will get started on these, because I need to get them painted. Okay. Because I have like the metallic silver, metallic whites, and no, I dropped my lid in the floor. Or metallic gold. Did I ever did I ever show y'all what I got from the thrift store the other day? You won't ever guess. Yeah, no, I'm not going to say anything on his channel because I'd like to keep my channel. Well, hello, the three Muskesuses, or whatever, I don't know what that is. If you're a kid, you might need to check your spelling, but it just, to me, it was like he got really happy really fast. And their GoFundMe, still rolling. Still rolling. And I'm like, God. But, you see the pictures of what one of the people that has been subscribed to, no, something much, much bigger. Yeah. They're talking about like he's patenting that saying, and anybody that puts it in their videos will get a strike for it, and he'll keep striking them every time they make a comment until they don't have a channel anymore. And that's one thing that I don't play. You are not taking my channel. So he can do whatever he wants with whoever he wants to do it with. And that's perfectly fine with me. And did anybody else think that the boba tea was cringe whenever he was asking to pay for people's boba tea? In the beginning, everybody was like, no. I'll pay for my own tea, thank you. And then he had to explain who they were and this and that. And I mean, I would be weirded out if somebody came up and went, well, I mean, somebody paid for my coffee and stuff. It was a Trenta, a skinny vanilla sweet cream cold brew, which is not all skinny because the sweet cream is in it, but it's only 200 calories. And somebody paid for that, and they paid for theirs and said, what did the person behind me get? Ring me up for theirs too. And when people do nice things for me, you know, people usually don't. So when it happens, I cry. Just like opening these boxes that have been coming in and storage, putting stuff I'm not using right this second but will need soon in storage because somebody cared, you know. Did we, well, Bonnie, I'll talk to you about price whenever we talk on email. Or, I mean, you can just text me later. It doesn't matter. How do you trademark a word? So if I say, April's life after cancer, nobody can type it or they get a copyright strike. I mean, it ain't worth all that for me to get dinged over, but I just didn't know if anybody else had seen what I had been seeing. So he paid somebody to have it patented, kind of. That really doesn't look good. I'm sorry, but it does not look good. I mean, everybody grieves in their own way. And I know that she would want him to do that because she was so sweet. But this person that I was watching was just talking about how every, like, the stories started coming up and they had just literally got her out of the house. Do they? Well, he's definitely making decisions, but that is not for me to judge. That's between him and the Holy Father. And because they said that if you make a comment and he don't like it, he just deletes it and gives you a copyright strike when you come into his channel or whatever. But anyway, I'm done dealing with that. I wonder if that's why people, well, I mean, yeah, it is primarily the reason that people watch me, because everybody wants to see how you're going to recover. Yeah, I was supposed to go to grief counseling for myself, but I got better by the time I got an appointment, and I said, y'all put somebody in there that needs some help more than me. Because I had survivor's remorse. That's bad when you feel bad because you didn't die and somebody else did. Why are people... Oh, well, okay, I'm back. Hit the wrong button. Story of my life. I'm glad I went ahead and got up and got in here. You have to pay about $700. My label just had to. Oh, you're okay. You're dying to see. Okay. Okay, give me a minute. She's big and she's a big girl. Um Well, you know what? No. Let's just do this. Walk with me. See, there's the bathroom. And this is the storage room. And that's where I keep toilet paper and stuff. And home decor that I don't have enough room for. Oh, I'm orange. Okay, now let me see if I'm turning this around. Okay. Y'all like my moose sheets? Can't see them yet. Hold on. Y'all like my moose sheets? Those are my holiday sheets. I got them for cheap during Prime Days. All right. Here she is. Is she not a gem missing? And she's pretty heavy. And the teal got me. Well, turquoise, teal, they're kind of the same. Tell me about it. Is that not just the cutest? Do you know how much I gave for her? Okay, when you buy her, she came from Kirkland's. The tag was still wrapped around the leg. And she hold on now. Okay. When I get in here, I'm trapped. Hold on. Hold up a minute. I'm gonna have to sit down before I can set y'all up. Oh, I slipped on the foam. Okay. So y'all like that? No, 25. At Kirkland's, she was $109.99. And I mean, it doesn't... She's not meant to put clothes on. She's just meant for pretties. But say it's dark, you walk through my house, and you see that silhouette against the wall, you're going to think somebody's in there. I should put her in front of a window. It'd make me have some Home Alone vibes. Um, well, I mean, somebody else had got the ticket, um, but they never came up to claim it, and I was like, she mine. She mine. If you don't come up and claim her, she's mine. If you don't claim her, she's mine. I mean, I waited hours in there. That's a pretty color. Why is everybody else not talking? I don't know if Bonnie's still in here, but Bonnie wanted me to make her some candles. I have to get started on that tonight. I'm just painting clay, air dry clay, like and then I have a set of angel wings that are gold. I had a set that was silver, but they're put in something already. And Sweet Nathan, he was like, April, why don't you make a bunch of those butterflies and put them on a necklace and sell them? I'm like, air dry clay is not what you think it is. Because this stuff will crumble if you look at it wrong, you know? And he was like, oh. I was like, we can't do that. Earlier today, I made this piece. This is Believe, Peace, and Joy. And it's just a wood round. I got to get my beads and bow and everything on it. But I love that piece of scrapbooking paper. So, I'm going to make, that'll go up. All of the bigger things, I'm going to put, you know, on the S hooks to bait people in. But I gotta make sure how much it is to be a vendor. I mean, if it's so much per weekend and I go one weekend and I don't make my money back, then I know not to come back the next weekend. You know what I mean? So, you gotta do what you gotta do. Oh, thank you, Lynn. Yeah, Cassandra. What's up with that? Was you waiting on me, honey? She was waiting on me. She was like, where my girl at? Where my girl at? She's sleeping on the couch. She's tired. She got a yuck. Some kind of yuck. Probably the flu. I haven't got the flu shot this year. Either way, I'm contagious, so I'm just not going to go anywhere. Um, I need to double check to see if I have a COVID test. But the ones they gave out to us, where you got 2 per household, mine went out of date. But I figured it'll still work. Oh. Ooh, mama. Bad girl. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. I never use that ruler. I always come out with it. Wait a minute. No. I always come out with this thing. And that's like what a seamstress uses. I don't know why I do that. Because I didn't have a ruler for the longest time. And then I found one in some of Peyton's stuff. Something itching my face. Oh, and I did get one of these strung up. You got the bell and you got the thing. And then I don't know if anybody else has looked, but okay, it'll be hanging like that. Okay. Y'all like that? That look okay? I like it. But I only got one. See, this is something I'm going to have to take in the living room and just like watch TV and mindlessly do it. Or I'll never do it. I don't like that kind of work. I will sit back here and paint and detail paint these little things. Punisher. How long is it going to take Susan to knock you out of the chat? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well, guess what? Ah, okay. Ah, dang it, you got him before me. No, I have not looked for a recliner. I was thinking about just leaving the situation like it is and buying an accent chair and let it be there. And then when I move into where I'm going to live, which, I mean, it's going to be a trailer. I won't be able to afford a house. And, then I would make a decision. Like, I want a sectional, and I want it to be not electric, but to where you sit on the end and pull the lever back and you've got a recliner. Because if I go ahead and buy another recliner, I'm going to be like, well, what's the use in the sectional? And, by the way, reupholstering my furniture, I would have to go to Atlanta. And it's so expensive. I could just sell that as is and take my profit and get something different. Plus, Jason and I bought that, so I don't have any sentimental ties to it other than Jason's big head sleeping on the arm of the sofa and causing it to be discolored because he has an oily head. But I had it professionally cleaned. But like the sofa is, but the love seat, well, it's a double chair like it was the day we bought it. And the nightstands too. I mean, what do you call it? Too. Yeah, Cassandra, you'll have to take me to um your most favorite restaurant and we can go eat. We can go eat. Have you ever gotten to go to the aquarium? I love the aquarium. Love, love, love. I miss the days of doing things like going to the aquarium. You got a speeding ticket and you wasn't speeding. How did that happen? Crooked cops. That's how that happened, right? Crooked cops. And I can say that I have family that's cops, like county sheriffs and patrol and, you know, just their wives do not like it because they think they're going to die every time they leave the house. I don't know whether I'd be able to take that or not. I would be like obsessively calling my husband every day, all day, and being like, "Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay?" And he'd be like, "Quit calling me." Yeah, they'll tell you that. They don't care. They'll take you to jail because they'll probably get, more money when they bail you when you get bailed out, and then they know you're not going to come back and fight it in court. Most people won't. I would, even if it is, a 2 hour drive, because just for the principle, just for the principle, just to hear the judge say not guilty, and I'd look at him and I'd go, I'd be like, "What up? You didn't get me. You didn't get me." Police are bad everywhere. When I lived in Alabaster and I lived in the hotel, that was way before cancer, well, a year before cancer. So I had it, just didn't know it. But um and I went to a townhome, and the way I was always taught is that you don't know a place until you go there at night. Okay. You see how loud, people can be. You see how what goes on at night. Somebody lived there, came out and came to my car, and they were like, "Hey man, how you doing?" I was like, "I'm fine." I said, "I'm looking at um this townhome, and I'm just like, just trying to chill and see, you know, what happens." He said, "Well, there really isn't anything ever happening out here." And I was like, "Well, that's how you know. If I sit out here for 30 minutes or an hour and everything, then I'll know it's a good place to live." So I pulled off a few minutes later, and the cop was waiting at the bottom of the hill. Made me get out the car, made me stand with my hands on top of the car. And I'm like, "Whoa, whoa, you better slow your roll now. I don't know who you think you're talking to." That's what I wanted to say anyway, but I probably was just crying. But, I was, oh, I squirted out too much of that paint. I've had people recently stopping me going, "What's your arm tattoo for? What's your arm tattoo for?" Guess what? That opens up a line of communication for me to tell them, first, a small portion of my story, and why I'm still here, and also tell them about Jesus. Hello, Hannah. Are you a subscriber that doesn't usually talk? Because you don't have your correct. Okay. Girl, no. I'm planning out my tattoo. My tattoo is going to go from like wrapped around, possibly to from the top of my foot and wound around my ankle and up my calf on the side. And it's going to have teal butterflies all around it. And yeah. Hannah, have you been in here before? And see, teal's such a beautiful color. Love it. So I won't have a problem getting it anywhere. Canadian girl. Be nice. Long John Silver's not with me. I hadn't even heard nothing from Grass Boy in a couple of weeks. One night he just texted me and told me he was thinking about me. And I'm like, "Look, I've been on this earth a lot longer than you, and I know exactly what that means. And you're picture you sent me from under your covers isn't really going to do anything for you. Um, you are perfectly normal. That's what happens to boys. I started talking to him like that. That's what happens to boys. That's just what happens. And he was like, ugh, see you in 2 weeks. And I'm sorry, but I'm not letting him cut my grass again today, this year, unless some kind of, it's dirt. Dirt, I mean, is all dead. I don't understand what his deal is, but he just has this fascination with older women. Said he's never been with a woman his age before. I'm like, well, you may want to give that a go because you might enjoy it. He's cutting up limbs. I mean, picking up leaves now. Look, I'm not kidding. Like, I'm not looking for that in a relationship right now. I need to connect here and here before he can connect here. Because I'm trying to do the right thing. Looks like everybody's dwindling down. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Wait. Hold on. What barn? Wham bam, thank you, ma'am, isn't happening with April. That's right. I'm not saying wedding night, but I'm not saying first date or second. And they be timing that shit too. No kidding. Be timing it. Like, we've been on 3 dates. What is your problem? Oh my God. You know what? Yes, Susan. And I'll tell you one thing. And it's that the Lord has made it easy for me because I don't have any desire. Maybe because they took all my stuff out and everything, but I'm not mad over it. Not right now. I'm sure one day I'm going to be like, all right, put up or shut up. But, um, I'm not going to, because everybody that you're with, you create a soul tie with that person. You give them a little bit of you every single time. And is it worth it for me to give it to him? No. Because he probably does the same thing to every single woman. And here he comes, bebopping up to my door, and I'm single because I'm looking for a grass cutter. And I'm single, and he knows that. And that was his way of parking his truck right there. And eventually I would give in. That's what he's thinking. But he don't know me. Canadian girl, you bad influence. You're a bad influence, Canadian girl. I'm still looking for my man in the red Dodge Ram. And that was probably my only chance I would have ever had to see him. If it was meant to be, it will be. If not, then God might have saved me from a horrible marriage or a horrible relationship. Because Lord knows I've had my share with one person of all those things. What were we talking about when Long Dong Silver came up? And it was hilarious. And I don't remember what we were talking about. Oh my God, Susan. Wait a minute. Did I read it wrong? Did you say something else? What about the bag? Did you know? I'm covered in paint. Did you know that even with a married couple in my Christian background, that some positions are disrespectful and they're a sin? Oral is a sin. I watched this pastor. I mean, it could have been all bull hockey, but But like doggy, oral, you done took away one thing that's a must. So I guess you have to just be. I think it's because the woman is not submitting to the man. The woman's in charge. I believe that's why. Thanks, Eve. Thanks a lot. Look up the YouTube channel Lion of Judah, and it's talking about Revelations now. And I'm telling you what, that crap will scare you out of your pants. I mean, scare you to death. Did Nathan leave? Yeah, I need to double check what ones that is because it's probably everyone I like. Um, I don't find it disrespectful, but I mean, in biblical times, I'm sure it was just bad, you know. Um, oh my God, there is this cult confessions, and they talk a lot about the Amish and how um when an Amish woman has a baby, she's not allowed to go to the hospital unless her or her baby's life is in danger. And immediately after birth, the husband comes in and gets some. Ladies that are mothers. WTH. I love watching that kind of stuff. And if there is one religion I would dread being, it would be Amish. Yes. Yes. Yeah, that's my reaction. And the interviewer asked the girl, "Did that happen to you?" And she said, "Oh, yeah." And, you know, it wasn't like it was bigger than normal, but you felt everything. And there was still, like, afterbirth and stuff. You bleed and bleed after you have a baby, and if you've had one, you know. I'm thinking about making this into Frosty. Putting two little button eyes and drawing a triangle and coloring it in with orange, and then taking the end of a thing and doing the dot, 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 dot across here. And I've got the perfect thing that'll go here, that'll wrap around and then go here, and that'll be his scarf. I don't know. I think that would be cute. I don't know. I started out with one totally different idea than that, but oh, why do they want to get in there as soon as the baby's out? I don't know. I don't know. There was one woman on there that got pregnant 2.5 weeks after her baby was born. How old are your boys, Just John? That's just part of, and like, it's normal for a woman to be raped multiple times by her brothers. And you're just supposed to not say anything about it. And that's why so many of them leave. Yeah. They cite the thing that a woman's hair is her cover, or her hair is her something, but that's why they have to wear their hair in buns and they don't cut it, and then they wear those things around their head. I don't know. Oh, we got one the same age. Mine's 16 also. Both of those are difficult ages. I can remember being 19, and I know what being 16 is now. When they get up to like 20, they usually change their mind about their mamas, and they'll want to be with their mamas. You're not paying for your raising, huh? My mama used to say, God, you're going to pay for your raising. Just the way you act. I want your kid to act just like you do, so you know what it feels like to be me. Peyton's such a good kid, just like I was. He doesn't have any siblings, though. I was the first child, and I wanted to stay the first child. Not for my mama, but for my grandparents. So I'd get all of everything. Y'all, please say a prayer that my uncle will have it laid on his heart. He is a Christian, he goes to church, but he will not let me get my portion of the property to put a trailer on. He just won't let me do it. I'm like, I want to just, because I told him, I'm like, look, I cook, I'll cook, and when you get home, I can meet you at the door. You can walk up here, up to the trailer, and get you a paper plate full of dinner, and you ain't got to worry about eating a hungry man dinner. And he said, that does sound good. And I was like, yeah. And if you need help with laundry, drop them off on my porch, and I'll have them clean when you get home from work. Just to help him out, because he don't know what he's doing. Whose shirt, Hannah? Who are you talking to? Oh, April 1st. Mine's May 22nd. And it's birthdays aren't the same anymore. Because I'll be celebrating 44. Blue? Thank you. It matches my eyes. It's the same color. You have no earthly idea of the things that I've had to fight to get to where I am from the time I was born. Every kind of abuse imaginable, not trusting men, then thinking I had the perfect one, and then he turned around and stabbed me in the back and took my child because I have mental illness. So it's like a never-ending cycle. I wanted my son to go to the football game when they play my team from high school, because they were our like arch rivals. And Peyton cares nothing about going to the football games. And he was like, Mama, I don't want to go to the football game with you. You're my mother. And I'm like, well, you can go off with your friends. You don't have to sit with me if you don't want to. I'll sit on the Vincent side, and you can sit on the Chelsea side if you want to. But you will be in this stadium, and you won't be behind the bleachers with people. That's it. I'm a survivor. Or, as the Christian song says, a living, breathing, walking miracle. And I go to the doctor on the 30th. Jessie, what you doing, girl? Look at me. I just picked this up like I was trying to drink out of it. My brain just doesn't function all the time. And any mother knows what mom brain is. And if you've had cancer, that's what pretty much chemo brain is. It's the same thing. Oh my God, it's been 2 hours and 15 minutes and I'm sick. Okay. Well, I love y'all. But I have a UTI on top of everything else. And I got to go to the little girl's room. So, I love you guys. What do I always say? I love each and every one of you. I appreciate it. I appreciate every one of you coming in here and talking to me. And yeah, I guess I'll be seeing y'all on Friday. Have a good rest of your week, and God bless you all.